Hello, so yeah, I don't really talk much on this channel, do I? Like, camera face thing, you know. But anyway, I recently saw the Warcraft movie, but I recently saw it with a few friends who also play WoW, and it was incredible. Like, I've been waiting 10 years maximum for this film to come out, or any news other than, oh, it's in the programme, we're planning it. We haven't got a director, but we're planning it. Oh, we want to put it off and work on the game. Yes, thank you, Blizzard. Took 10 years to make a movie. Good one. But it was incredible. Like, not to ruin anything, but the visual effects. Oh my god! If you are a visual effects student like me, you will literally have your mouth in your crotch or in your popcorn. I didn't have popcorn. Watching it going, oh my god, this is damn incredible, this is better than like Avengers. There were spells going off everywhere. There was like amazing, like just wow. Picture the game in real life and then you've got it. Like, it was a perfect way to get the game into real life movie. It was just incredible. And like the animation, the CGI, it was just all there. It was just wow. This looks so realistic. And it was a really good film. And I do recommend you go and see it. And if you do, take friends, take family, take anyone that's ever played WoW. But also, the good thing is you don't have to have played WoW to actually enjoy it. I'm quite a diehard WoW player, but I didn't play Warcraft because it came out in my birthday month, the month I was born, February 1996. But yeah, it came out then, and I've only played recently. Draenor was not the best expansion, but I knew a lot of the characters because of Draenor. But I did do a lot of research before I went to go see the film, because I was like, well, I didn't play Warcraft. I don't know who any of the human characters are, because the human characters in the current Draenor expansion are not in it. Like, there was Lothar. Who the fuck is Lothar? I didn't know at the time, and now I do. But anyway, if you haven't played the game, you can go watch it perfectly fine. Recommend doing some like lore sort of research beforehand, so go on the Battle.net website and have a look at the World of Warcraft website, or whatever it is, and just have a gander, read through the game. But also go check out Noble. I'll try and put him down below, because his lore is incredible. He's just done one for the Warcraft movie itself, so he's incredible for lore. He gets it pretty much 100% right all the time, and every now and again it's like, I'm not sure that happened, but no one else is doing a little video to this sort of quality, so I guarantee it probably is. I can't be sure because I don't know all the lore myself, but he's incredible with lore, so I recommend going to watch some of his videos. I'll put them down below. The first point I have to make about the film is they've kind of made the game go very cinematic, which you'd think, there's cinematics in WoW. Yeah, but they're not very like movie based, they're kind of like in-game, whereas the actual movie is just cinema, effectively just cinema. It's just made for cinema, it's not made for things like TV, or like too good at the game. Like, there are a few problems with it. So the first problem is, the orcs' head look freaking tiny on their body. I mean, they do in the game, but these things literally look like a pea on like a pineapple. Like, they're not a very good balance, but I guess that's kind of the way they wanted it to look. Kind of like they look massive, but also really weak in a way. The other thing is, not to give you too much spoilers, but it's effectively the orcs moving into Azeroth and the sort of the way they came in. There's a few problems with that. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. The fact that the portal in Draenor isn't powered by souls like it is in the movie. Yeah, it's kind of, there's a few problems with it, but obviously it's for the movie side, not the game. And they have to make it for all fans, they have to make it quite obvious. But the bad orcs are all fel corrupted, so they're all green. Whereas like Ogrim Doomhammer and Durotan are brown. They're actually green. That's probably the biggest error they've done, because, I mean, in Draenor, Ogrim in the game is green. I mean, Durotan is brown, but that's because he's hanging out with his son, which is quite a nice reunion, but they probably have no idea in the game, which is quite a weird thing. I've recently realised that after actually going to see the film, that basically Thor's hanging out with his mum and dad and probably doesn't realise it. That is the biggest error. The fact that these two characters, well, one of them is actually green, but he's brown in the film. But another error that my brother actually picked out while watching, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, was the fact that Lothar, one of the guys, has to fly from Stormwind to Karazhan. Karazhan is Deadwind Pass, which is actually south of Stormwind. There's Stormwind in Elwyn Forest, and there's Red Ridge Mountains. Deadwind Pass is here. As he went over a mountain, there was snow. All of us, there was like 4 or 5 of us, and we've all played the game at some point in our lives. Some of us more recently and some of us not as recent. There was snow going over a mountain. I am sure he does not do this in the actual thing. Like go up to like Ironforge and then back down. It was like a 4-second, 5-second clip of him just flying over some mountains, which was really unnecessary to have. But there was snow. There was not snow in Elwyn Forest or Westfall or Redbridge Mountains. So why the hell was there snow on top of a mountain? And it wasn't like that higher mountain. Like in the distance to the left, there was a higher mountain, and there was mountains in the distance that were similar sort of level that didn't have snow on. So it was just this one single mountain that had snow on. Now I'm 100% sure near Deadburn Pass there is no snow. But we also find out why Deadburn Pass is actually dead. Because in the film, basically, it's all green and lush. But in the game, it's all dead. But that's probably the biggest thing. But also, there are some pretty awesome jokes in it that only the gaming side will get. I'm not going to ruin it for you because they are so funny. Like me, my brother, and a few of his like guild friends that went were absolutely in hysterics. While everyone else that was in like the cinema was just like, why is that funny? But we were like, because we all play it, it was like, yeah, we know that joke. We know why that's funny. It is an incredible film and you should go see it and give Blizzard some support because I want the second one. Now, in terms of the second game, the Tides of Darkness and then the Beyond the Dark Portal, they've made a bigger error with that. Like, there's still the error with Orgrim being brown when he's actually green. There is a meeting between the Alliance, which at that point doesn't exist because there's just humans, but there is humans, dwarves, and high elves. There's no gnomes that I saw, but there were high elves. Now, high elves were a thing, but they weren't with the Alliance, and they weren't involved in the First War. The film is basically the First War. This is all from, like, Blizzard website research. It's not from, like, Noble and where they mention dwarves join up as the second game starts. So maybe the first film is just before the first game to just after the first game, just before the second one. Maybe that's the first film to kind of give you an idea of the world. I'm gonna go because my foot has gone numb. Ow. I'm also missing the football. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go check out the Warcraft movie because it is incredible. If you are in France or Germany or wherever, they're offering the game out for free if you go get a ticket. Go get a ticket and join the online sensation before we all murder you. South Park reference. Had to get it in. Remember to like and subscribe and go check out all my other channels and go check out Noble down below. I'll see you later. Goodbye.